I mean, he didn't know what you was about to talk about.
I asked.
I just told you.
I couldn't hear. He played the music.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Ain't give no tease.
Well,
Ass.
we're talking about hip hop's wealthiest hip hop artists. All right, and so who do you think is number one on that list?
This year,
Jay-Z.
number one, Jay-Z. Yeah. Jay-Z, I think.
Hove.
Yes, he is, a net worth of $1.5 billion.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who's in second place?
Second place, Sean Combs.
Yeah, Diddy.
Yes,
I'm sure
he
it was
is.
Kanye, but it's Diddy now, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, Diddy is now in second place on that list.
Number three,
I would say
Dr. Dre. It's been this way for years, by the way.
Yeah.
It's always been Jay, Diddy, and Dre in some way, shape, or form until Kanye infiltrated it a couple years ago.
Now, let's talk about so Kanye, I guess his net worth has dropped down recently. You guys see that Burner made the list this time, though, right?
That's
Dropping the
amazing.
clues bombs for Burner.
Shout out.
Congratulations to him. Right after his birthday, new album out. I think it's a double album, too, and now he's on the list of the wealthiest hip-hop artists. So congratulations.
And healthiest, thank God.
Healthiest and wealthiest, yes. All right, so Jay-Z, Diddy, Ye is still number 3, and Burner's number 4, and then Dr. Dre.
Oh, Dre's number
Wow.
5? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, congratulations to Burner. What he's done with that Cookies brand is pretty damn amazing. He just opened up a store in New York. He just opened up a store in Miami. And the clothes is just selling through the roof. So shout out to Burner, man.
Yeah, Burner has released around 40 albums, and all of them have been on the Billboard's top R&B hip-hop albums chart. He started his cannabis club at the age of 18 after meeting Wiz Khalifa. He operated that until 25 years old, and then he was also signed by Wiz Khalifa under Taylor Gang. Then he launched the clothing and lifestyle store called Cookies and sold lunch bags, duffel bags, smell-proof backpacks, and things like that. And congratulations to him.
Salute to Burner. He built
Yeah.
an empire, man.
He did.
And super cool and humble. He always comes up here when he's in town.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now let's talk about Little Louisiana Fest. Lil Wayne brought out Drake on the stage. And so congratulations to them for pulling that off. You know, Little Louisiana Fest was supposed to take place on August 27th, but it was delayed at the last minute, and now it did happen. And then he also did a high school reunion party with his former classmates. Lil Wayne is just doing the most random stuff, but he brought his high school class of 2,000 together at, it's called McMain High School. I guess that's why McMain is named McMain.
You lying.
In New Orleans.
That's what it's called,
Really?
McMain High School?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Did you
That's
guys
dope.
know that?
I had no idea. I thought McMain's real name was McMain.
What would your high school be called? What would your name be called if it was your high school, Charlamagne?
What do you mean, what would my name be
What was
called?
the name of your high school?
Berkeley
name of
High
your-
School, Moncks Corner, South Carolina, the Stags, baby. Dropping the clues bombs for them Stags. Berkeley High School all day.
So that would your name would be Berkeley. What would yours be, Yee?
I went to 2 high schools, so Poly Prep and Columbia.
I went to 2 high schools too because I got kicked out of Berkeley, and then they sent me to Stratford High School where my mom worked. But then I ended up getting kicked out of
I
Stratford
could be
too.
named Poly.
How do you get kicked out of school your mom works for? I would be St.
I was-
Francis,
I
but
was-
how do you
I
get
was-
kicked out
I
of
was-
school your mom works
She
for?
was like,
I
thank
was-
goodness.
I was a trouble.
Get him out of here.
All right, now, Will Smith, during a private screening of his Emancipation movie, is talking about who called him for 10 days straight after that whole Oscars slap happened. Here's what he had to say.
You know, we met each other, we seen each other around, but we weren't, we weren't like friends. And the day after the Oscars, for 10 days, he called me every day. Wow. And he was like, hey, you know you the champ, right? You good? You know you the champ, right? I want you to hear my voice say it. Every day he called me, and it's like, that's my dude forever right there.
Let me tell you.
Floyd Mayweather is who he's talking about. Floyd called him every single day.
Floyd called him
for
every
10
day to tell
days.
him work on his technique. Next time, you know what I'm saying? throw the punch, not the slap. That's what it was?
No, he
Oh.
said, you know you the
Showing
champ.
moral support.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they wasn't even really friends like that before that. So that's interesting that he decided to call him every day. All right, Julia Roberts revealed that Martin Luther King Jr. helped her parents pay the hospital bill for her birth. She said her parents were close with him and his wife, Coretta Scott King, and she said that her parents were struggling to afford the bill at the time. So she told Gayle King that one day Coretta called my mother, asked her if her kids could be part of the school because they were having a hard time finding a place that would accept her kids. her mom was like, sure, coming over, and they all just became friends, and they helped us out of a jam.
Now, I saw that. That's a very interesting story. I wanted to hear more because, we all know the civil rights movement was funded by different individuals, whether it was Aretha Franklin, Harry Belafonte, whoever. So I always wondered, well, where did Martin Luther King Jr. them get the extra cash to be able to help Julia Roberts out? Julia Roberts' parents out. You know what I mean?
Right, with the hospital bill.
But that's interesting. Those are the kind of stories I like to hear. Those I've never heard that story before. I don't know if that was a well-known thing. I've never heard it.
My parents, fun fact, never paid for me. They said they never got a bill from the hospital.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure that statute of limitations is way over, but my mom's always like, you were free.
What? Tell us more.
They just never got a bill from me being born. I guess they just never had to pay. I don't know what happened.
Wow. They looked at you as a kid and was like, this one's free. Woo.
You sure you're not adopted?
I don't know.
I'm just saying. Like, that sounds like a story you tell somebody when you still trying to keep the you're not adopted lie going.
Maybe.
Goodness
It had to be
gracious.
when I was a little baby. We got pictures.
Either that or the stork bought you.
All
One of the
right.
two.
An NFL star, Xavier Howard, is being sued for allegedly knowing about and passing on an incurable STD. The victim is seeking over $30,000. Did something happen between y'all? Okay.
Yeah, right? Goodness gracious.
people
Something you want to
do
tell us,
stuff
bro?
like
Why are you?
Goodness gracious. Something you want to tell us?
But a woman is claiming that he gave her an incurable STD, and her name is Jane Doe in the suit. She said she asked him for his STD results prior to having sex. He produced negative results and didn't inform the woman when that status changed. Now, reportedly, she claims that he contracted the unnamed incurable disease sometime in 2019, and then she tested positive the following year. And she said, with knowledge of his incurable STD and without disclosure, defendant Howard continued to engage in unprotected sex with plaintiff without informing her of the same. She also alleges in the suit that he is the only individual who could have transmitted it to her, additionally sharing messages from him as proof of what happened after she confronted him. Reportedly, he initially denied the allegations, but then later confessed. The text reportedly read, "Man, I've been told you I was sorry for giving it to you. But what can I do now that damage is done? You keep bringing it up as if it's going to change something, like your ass can't move on."
Yo, no, it's funny because when he said that, I know exactly what that text looked like. With
That's
all
what
them
it said.
ends.
Yeah, it had all the A's.
Boy,
Man.
boy, they got to build a wall around niggas, man. I'm telling you, boy, Lord have mercy. Now, I haven't been in the streets in a long time, but if you have to ask somebody for their STD results before you sleep with them, you probably shouldn't sleep with them, right?
Well, no, that's a responsible thing to do.
Yeah, it's
maybe at
responsible.
first you use protection, but then when you're like, okay, now we've moved past that, so
Oh, got you.
if
Okay.
we're both
Even
negative,
before you use protection, you just want to double check just in case protection breaks. There's things around it, so just I think that's
yeah,
responsible.
I think it's a responsible thing. We encourage people
Absolutely.
to actually question
Ask.
those types of things.
Yeah, I just wonder when you get to that point in the conversation, because a lot of times you want like things like sex to be spontaneous, right? So it's like if you ask somebody for the results, then that person knows, like, oh man, I'm about to hit,
Man.
Bro, they're asking for credit scores at first dates. Like, it protects them.
All right.
Lord have
But
mercy.
let's get ready for the People's Choice Mix.
That's right.
MB,
People's Choice
what you
Mix.
doing live today, baby?
Halloween theme. It's the Breakfast